My name is Schafer, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about a horse that's stiffer one direction or the other, and what I do about that. This is a good horse for me to be on because she is really soft and wrappy to the right and wants to be a little bit more stiff and bracy to the left. And when I was starting her on the barrels, I still went ahead and started her to the right because that's just the direction I kind of like to go. And I trained her that way and was getting along really well until the speed hit. So I had already started running her. She placed in the juvenile. She has made some great runs to the right, but the more the speed hit and the more I needed to kind of help her and handle her, she just kind of got a little, she was still really wrappy and real nice to the right, but her left turns got a little stiff and bracy and we lost some of that nice fluent motion around our turns. So part of it was that she got a little sore. So we got to the bottom of that, but then the habit was kind of already there. So I fought through it for a little bit and just tried to, really work on just softening her to the left. And then I decided to just kind of give into it and switch her to the left and see what happened. And she has been so good that direction. I feel like the reason that works so well is, and for me, if I have a horse that's stiffer one direction than the other, I want that to be their first barrel because I think you can get away with it a little bit at the first. To the first, we take a wider angle at it and they can roll in there. And if you have that shoulder cleared, they can kind of do a rollback at the first and get away with it. At the second, they have to take that extra step on the back side of it and it doesn't work. If they get stiff and try to roll back, they're either gonna come over the top of that barrel or they're gonna have to bail out of it. So it just doesn't work at the second barrel. So I switched her to the left. And don't get me wrong, I still work on getting that rib cage softened and keeping her a little bit softer to the left. But I think sometimes we're better off just not to fight it either. It's more natural for her. I'm a lot more right-handed than left-handed. It's really easy for me to do things with my right hand and I struggle with my left. So I don't force myself to use my left, I use my right one. So for me, I think sometimes it's better just to give into what's easiest for the horse because at the end of the day, when we go fast, they're gonna go back to what's easiest for them. We can train as much as we want, but if a horse naturally wants to be a little stiffer that way, when we go fast, they're probably gonna stiffen a little bit that direction. So it's a timed event. So at the end of the day, we need to do whatever's going to be the fastest. And switching this one to the left has been very helpful for her. So I've gotten to the point now where I'll almost, if they're that way from the beginning, if they're extremely one-way dominant or one-way better, I'll just start them whichever direction is going to help that the most.